Hello everybody, welcome to the table. Today the question is, we have the Civivi Baby Banter right here. What makes this knife so good? What is going to make this knife the next level? And I think I have the answer for us here as well, but honestly the design is a good one. It comes in a lot of different color variants, different materials, things of that nature, but it's never really kicked out some other knives from my rotation, namely because it's a small knife, but what does it offer beyond that? So what I mean by other knives is almost all the time I'm always carrying a Swiss Army knife of some kind, primarily for two tools. One right here, the tweezers, and one right here, the toothpick. But recently some scales came out that are going to add these two features to the Baby Banter, so in addition to this nice little blade, we're going to have some additional tools on it, and as a result I may not need to necessarily carry a Swiss Army knife anymore. So let's take a look at what we have here. So the Banter, we'll move up here, and I picked up this pack right here from NAFS. So it has this little fork in there, not sure what that's for, but this is coming from Unlocked Composites. And so they created an extra scale for the Baby Banter. So we'll take a look at their materials there. Okay, we have a card. And what's kind of cool is they included this cutout. This is I guess the piece of carbon fiber they literally cut the scales out of. So it's kind of cool to see that included. It kind of gives you an idea of the thickness of the scales that they're working with. So that's awesome. But what we also have here are of course, toothpick, and I appreciate that it's blacked out, and the tweezers as well. So we have the tweezers and the toothpick right here, which I assume will add to the knife soon. And of course these scales themselves right here. So what we have right here are two carbon fiber scales. Very nice texture to them, and we are going to replace these with from the purple ones that we have on the Baby Banter. So stay tuned and we will do that right now. So to disassemble the Baby Banter, I believe we just need a T8 bit for most of the screws on here. Yep, that's coming loose. Although we do need a T6 for the pocket clip screws.
Just as an aside here, the liners on both the full-size and Baby Banters are press-fit into the G10, which makes them hard to remove, as well as a tight fit to install. Again, the metal liners here are a super tight press fit. I used my bench vise to carefully press them into place on the new liners. I imagine a pair of pliers would do the job as well. Always a note when disassembling Civivi knives, the C on the pivot only fits correctly when it's in the right orientation. Be sure to rotate it correctly before putting it back in your scales.
Alright, so now we have the Baby Banter with these gorgeous scales from Unlocked Composites. Looks very nice, very, very classy. All blacked out. So we have, of course, the little containers for our toothpick.
Now thinking about this in retrospect, the tweezers and the toothpick just needed a bit of break in time. Luckily, shortly after filming this, taking the tools out now is smooth and easy.
There we go. Okay, it was just a tight fit to get them in at first. Now they seem to be okay. So tweezers up on the top, toothpick. See if I can get that sucker out. There we go. I think it's something that's gonna have to wear in. So the toothpick down there. But either way, I imagine once it breaks in, it'll work fine. So it's kind of nice because what that does is it lets the Baby Banter here replace a couple of different knives that I have. So this one right here I generally keep in the car. It might take the place of that one. So of course, very different style right there, but pretty impressive. But I do love this, the look of the scales. I love the 3D texture to them. The fact that they're very smooth, but they do have a nice little texture right there for better grip. Very nice in the summertime. Very cool. Very cool. Of course, Ben's logo on the blade right there. But either way, just thought I'd share this with you guys. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope everyone watching out there has a knife day. See you later. Bye-bye.